money, baby.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Get it, bro.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
Let's go, Nick
They
Chubb.
find some open field here. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there.
Oh, let's get it.
It's caught inside the 5. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Man. Young boy. Put the young boy.
He's going to get it running right. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it.
Foster.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Ooh.
Shows his strength at the 50. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
21.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out with a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
20. Go ahead. 13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Oh.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Bad play, Kittle. Keep running. Keep running. He's going to run the ball. Here comes Fournette. Get him.
Fournette, a first down
Oh,
carry.
good fucking spin move.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready. Blue lady. 550, 550. Green, triple C.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out.
Go get that Julio. Oh, that's not okay.
An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
I'm already tired of you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 12, fellas, here we go. 13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Julio. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Good God, Jimmy G.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. Now a hit and loose football.
Let's go.
He's got a convoy and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, defense, hold up, because the offense is atrocious at the moment.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. They'll roll him out right. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
372.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Ooh.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, gun. Go ahead.
Here's McKenna. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize the strategic football.
Oh, my fucking God. I threw that ball to
Telvin Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Right here,
Here's
right
Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Okay, man. All right. Responds, man.
This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
You're so lucky you said that around.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go. Hey, spread left. So right.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
See what them backups do.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Damn.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
That's all that.
Let's go.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Fuck, get there.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, but big guys leading the way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing is Bortles. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Lucy. Green 80. Green 80.
Fucking quarterback, man.
Lucy. Green 6.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh!
Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off by Dylan Cole. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. But now down to McKinnon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Kelly.
What the fuck?
First out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Holden got in 2 plays in a row. What you doing over there, right tackle?
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken. Whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I'm not going to be fighting that all fucking game. What?
Oh, they're up too quickly.
Oh, my fucking God, dude.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go for 6.
Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
There. Oh, my God.
Inside the 10. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the... 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Oh, Lord.
Lucy, Lucy. You got four. You got four. I'll go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You said Lance on that. Who? Give me that rock.
Now they try the right side here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's all right. Lucy.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Omaha.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. His throw incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And on the ground they go with a running back.
Hello.
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Good pass, bro.
A great effort there. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will shrink to 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Okay,
and
I
a
guess
hit
we
jarred
ain't
it
gonna get
loose.
shit going.
It's incomplete. The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Stupid motherfuckers, man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Knight. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff looking right. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
What the fuck?
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
And
they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
No goddamn chance. I will.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Oh my god. Bro, this dumbass irritating. Wow. So,
I was watching you suck, nigga.
bro, that shit was boring as fuck. My offense been hella stagnant the past couple of days. That shit been pissing me off.
Get on duty.
Nah, I'm about to play this dude again.
Well, get in the party. Why are you not joining the party?
Cause I've been trying to focus in, trying to get my offense right the past couple of days. Can't fucking.
Fuck these games are not that fucking serious.
I ain't
These
saying
are
that,
fake ass. These are fake ass
bro. I'm,
games. Y'all niggas ain't playing for nothing.
bro.
Those games will make you better because I still get on every blue moon and beat the shit out you.
No, you don't,
What happened last two times we played?
bro.
Beat you by 30.
It's good. Wait till we play again. I know how to play against that stupid ass defense you running. All you do is blitz. all you do is blitz, bro.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm on your ass. My fucking quarterback is cheeks right there,
Yeah, you look like you suck. If I played down, is that the league you play for money?
bro. No,
That's the league y'all play for money, nigga.
bro. You see my old lineman too, fucking just letting Ngakwe just fucking run in there and sack me. He was throwing his ass to the ground.
Join the party and stop playing. Fuck, you gotta get your offense together.
Nah, I ain't finna hop on duty yet.
You need Jesus. Okay, well, just get in the party.
You need Jesus.
You need Jesus, nigga. And fuck George Kittle. That nigga couldn't get enough. He couldn't get no more shit going, nigga, in the second half. He was supposed to get 200 receiving yards in the first half, and that's it. Fuck him. Like, I'm out of the playoffs. Leave that bitch ass in the party. Fuck you, Cowboys.
That's crazy. I told you, Amari finna go Stewie.
Fuck him. Fuck Dak. Fuck all of them. Fuck America.
I'm in the party. What? He go crazy. And what's the dummy talking about? He had a bomb in the fucking Alden Smith. Bro, we had the wettest fucking team. Bro, our team is fucking our squad. What? The Seahawks is better? Fuck out of here. Fuck the Legion of Boom, bruh. No, they not. You biased. Just as much as I'm biased. Huh? Shh. You stupid dog. Get the fuck over here. Go out. Go. Stupid ass fucking dumb bitch. Right. Look, check. Hell yeah, she did. No, bruh. No. Bruh. 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 Ugh. Bruh, our demons go crazy. And we had the cowboy Justin Smith. Yes, we did. Bruh. Bruh, look, check this out. Check this out. We had Justin Smith. We had Justin Smith, the cowboy, holding up 3 y'all motherfuckers on the D line. Bro, fuck all that. Fuck all that, bro. Trash. They're trash. You're crazy. You're crazy. Bruh. As soon as Russell Wilson retires, you're done. No, you're not. Hey, I didn't say all that.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now McKinnon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We worked on that.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I already know. We play the Seahawks, the Bears. Yeah.
Now Garoppolo.
It's not looking too hot.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They've been going off. They've been balling.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. On second down, here's Fournette. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said right down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
He's one of them. So.
Here's a give to Fournette. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Winston completes it to Moncrief, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Shit, they didn't get a break, though.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got Moncrief. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Leonard Fournette. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 3rd and long for Winston. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Yeah. Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Well, tackle that time by Akella Witherspoon. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Running left, it's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Winston dumps it off to Fournette. And now running right through him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 63 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Be interesting to see now what they do offense. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And he knocks it through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
But
now Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Green, trouble safe!
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to let this one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Let's go.
Second down, Winston. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Jameis to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Again, it's Winston. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. To the air again with Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on his last 7 straight passes. They'll throw again. Winston. He'll check this one off to Fournette. He's to the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, that's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in the great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally brought down at the 38. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down throw for Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Winston. Looking long for Westbrook. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Garoppolo on 1st down. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Eluding the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And that was just situational football 101 right there. Excellent decision to throw that one away. You know he would have loved to have converted right there, keep the pressure on and build on this lead. But the best play, avoid the sack, taking care of the football.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Dancing to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he's flushed out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Garoppolo steps away to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, triple C. Hey, sub.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Let's take it inside his own 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. McKinnon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll give it to Chubb. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Ready.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Green, triple C.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Green, Timothy. Ready. Black, 22. Green, Timothy. Blaze up.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
No, 24-20. I'm up. 4th and goal. He's on the 6-yard line.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left.
Let's
and,
go.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked
Damn.
off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the 49ers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That's all funny. Yeah. All did, mate. Yeah, it was cool. Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! He said, Jalen, where the fuck are we? We are not supposed to be here. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Bruh. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh fuck, I definitely would not be thinking about hitting no drums after that. Alright, where's my Uber? I'm sorry. I'll be at the next show, I promise. Oh fuck. Holy fuck. That was hilarious. Oh my fucking. Hell no. I don't wanna go that shit. Fuck no, they gonna have a mosh pit and everything. You have to get in there. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh, slit my wrist. Oh yeah, I like this shit. That's a tight. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, y'all. I'm probably on in a bit. I'll be back, y'all. Yeah, it happens, man. My drummer just fucking threw up. Wah. My drummer just threw up everywhere. Whoa. Wah. Oh, wow. Alright then. Oh god.